1994. I was working the bar one night and I'm like, you guys, if I was to open a business like a boutique, what should I call it? And so by that time there was a gentleman that used to come in the bar, and he was like a southern type gentleman, and he was calling me Miss Connie. And so, you know, everybody started calling me Miss Connie there. And so I had this whole list of what I would call a boutique. They're like, well, it's pretty obvious, Miss Connie's. And that's kind of stuck. People see me around town now, they call me Miss Connie. My grandmother knew how to sew, and she had one of the treadle type machines, and so I would go out and hang with her and watch her do her thing. If we were to learn, it was mostly from Grandma. When I first went off to college, it was a time when like Gloria Vanderbilt jeans were hot, so I'm like, well, I'm going to do my own style. So I made a couple pairs of jeans from scratch on a treadle machine. That was one of my first real do-it-right garments for myself. A lot of the seamstresses that I know and work with, when we compare notes, I notice that they don't seem to like to do any handwork in their garments. They want it to go all together by machine. And that's where I probably differ a little bit, because I feel that it's important to work the fabrics with your hand, you know, to get like, you know, that shoulder curve to form just right. I call it soft sculpture. I saw that term somewhere, and that's kind of how I see it. It's cheaper to go to David's Bridal and pay the $99 at his sale. It's a polyester gown that a million other people have, and I like to think what I do is a little better. I think a V is kind of sexy. I've been to New York City several times. I've experienced New York City, but if there's one thing they don't need, it's another fashion designer, you know? I would rather work one-on-one with regular people who, even though they may not want to wear what Julia Roberts is wearing or Kate Moss, and you know, when they're in New York City or in London, they still, you know, my people want to wear something unique, and I can help them do that. I enjoy what I'm doing, you know, like every other thing people get into, you have your ups and downs and stuff like that, but yeah, in the end, I have fun, enjoy it, and I feel very blessed to be able to do this on my own. I'm not making a lot of money here, but I'm happy, and that's the more important thing, I think.